Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the opening day of the July monthly marble race, baby. I'm your MC, Big Daddy Swift, and today 32 races into, but only 8 gonna leave. See, we got a number of returning teams this month, and of course they are Team White, Ash's Antics, Hojo Dojo, Karma Jolt, and the biggest of them all, Daddy, the Side Order. After this fine first day, 8 will enjoy the shade and cool breezes of victory, and the rest will enjoy the glaring sun and heat of elimination. With all that out of the way, let's go down to the marble team that always keeps it cool. Glyphracker and Odinson.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am Glyphracker.
I am Odinson, and welcome to the first day of the monthly marble race. I personally couldn't be more excited. How about you?
I certainly could not be myself. 64 racers have entered. 32 of them today are going to try their best to try and make it into the big ending of $150 Canadian.
That's right, but only 8 of them are actually going to get close to that goal. The rest of them are going to fall by the wayside. As it said, 32 enter, but only 8 can leave, and I, for one, am just stoked to get this going. Can't wait to get down to the track and see what we've got this week. That's right, drink Swift.
That is correct. I should also point out a big old thank you to our sponsors for this month, which would happen to be Hojo Dojo, Team Wipe, Ash's Antics, and of course, Karma Jolt.
That's right, couldn't do this without you. Thank you very much to all of you. It's our pleasure to do this, but we couldn't do it without you, so thank you very, very much.
Now we're just moments away from actually getting down to the track, but first we do have to do a couple more little things like, hey, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out all of our new merch, definitely check out some of our merch, links provided in the bio.
We've got some very good, exciting stuff there. We've actually gotten our hands on some of the merch, and it's very high quality, very well done stuff. Definitely worth checking out. Also, hey, don't forget to check out swiftenergy.gg. Use our promo code SIDEORDER25. Save yourself 25% site-wide.
So with all of that being said, though, let's get down to the track and get ready for the race.
Yeah, we will be starting here in a moment. There you see information on how you can get yourself a team and information on the current standings in team points. These are based on victories, number of victories per team.
That's correct. You can get yourself a team point for every first place that you get.
Well, here we go. We're setting right off into the track. No time to waste. We're off and ready to go with the first race of this month's marble race. I can't wait.
I can't wait as well. As now we have Willie Woods, Lisa Burton, Karma Jolt, and Ryan 222 Graft.
Well, we got 2 of the team leaders here in a duel here. That is incredible.
It's going to be a royal fight for first, as it looks like Ryan Graft is definitely taking the lead there. Whoa, I spoke too soon.
Ooh, Ryan Graft stalling out a little bit there, but I wouldn't count him out by any means. He has a tendency to be always a factor in these races.
Ooh, a little jumping going on the straightaway, as Willie Woods uses that to his advantage and makes himself now in first.
Willie Woods takes advantage and moves into first place, moving quite nicely down the track through the woods.
Willie Woods running the woods quite well.
It took a little stutter going into them, but it hasn't held him up too much. He's been running away with this. Karma Jolt appears to be in second, with Ryan and Lisa pulling up third and fourth respectively.
But this is not it, though, folks. There is 2 laps on this race. All the races today are done by 2. So who can ever continue on? Can Willie Woods continue his lead? Or will Karma Jolt, Ryan Graft, or Lisa Burton come back up and make an avenge?
Well, we're not too certain yet, but so far Willie Woods doing a very good job to hang on to that lead. Ryan Graft there in second is not even close, and that is unfortunate. I don't know how far back Karma Jolt and Lisa Burton are, but so far, Willie Woods running away with this one.
Definitely looks that way. Ryan Graff is a little bit behind. Ooh, a little stutter step entering the woods.
Yeah, it happened to him during the last lap, however, it didn't seem to affect him too badly. He was still able to navigate the woods quite well and maintain that lead, and it looks like he's going to be able to do that here again.
That is correct, as he's now leaving the wooded area and up to the backside of... oh my goodness, Godzilla.
Ooh, took an interesting bounce there.
Getting caught in the imitation smiler. We'll call it the Temu smiler. As Ryan Graff now taking a little jump. But it looks like you have it right here, folks. Willie Woods is going to be moving on and is our first person into the semifinals.
Congratulations, Willie Woods. You're the first person to make your way into the semifinals. More racing action to come. That's only the first race, but congratulations. Here you see the contestants for the next round.
Where we have Strider for us, Lex for Team Hojo Dojo, Orange Stang for Team Wipe, and
Black Baron for Ash's Antics, I believe is what you're looking for.
That's correct, yeah. Got all the information scattered everywhere. But they are off and down the track they go. Yet again, still the same thing. 2 laps. Only one person can get this victory. As it looks like Black Baron and Orange Stang and Lex are all fighting for that first place. That first corner is quite a doozy.
There's Hojo. Hojo's team, Lex, they're making a good go of it.
Heading in, nice line into the jump there. Doesn't go too crazy, which is another good factor. Black Baron is giving good chase. Same thing with Strider. Ooh, a little weeble wobble.
And Strider takes advantage and moves into the lead here in the woods. We'll see how long he can maintain that.
That is correct. As now he's heading out and into the backside of Godzilla with Lex moving forward. Nice jump there, almost smooth and straight.
Lex taking a nice smooth path through that section and allowing them to take the lead again. Ooh, having a little bobble into the bushes there. We'll see if anyone can take advantage.
As it's looking like he's slowed down from it, but the other two are kind of far enough back, so...
Well, I don't know how far they are back, but so far after the first lap, Lex has managed to maintain that lead. Black Baron doesn't appear to be too far behind.
Less than a second behind.
Strider and Orange Stange are, however, I'm not sure where they are.
Way back there. Looks like Orange Stange has managed to move forward a place. But Lex is moving at lightning pace, trying to recreate that perfect jump. Oh, not so much.
Yeah, that was less than perfect, but it does allow them to still maintain their lead. I'm assuming Black Baron probably didn't take it any better.
It looks that way. Taking that corner very hard. The other two are just a corner away. One screw up from Lex could literally cost him the race. This is it. Oh, that has slowed them down enough, but maybe the others didn't make the jump as well. It does not look that way, but Black Baron is giving good chase. Oh, we have a pass by Black Baron.
Black Baron makes that pass nicely through the bushes there, and it comes into those corners looking pretty good. We'll see if Lex can oh, look. Orange Stange has passed as well, and Black Baron takes the victory.
So there you have it. Racer number 2, Black Baron, for our semifinalists.
Wow, that was pretty incredible. The pass almost at the last second there. Lex had almost run away with that race. Congratulations to them. Here are the next set of racers getting ready to go. We're not wasting any time around here today.
That is correct. We're moving straight on to our third round, where we have Gen B for Karma Jolt, Johnny Knight for Team Hojo Dojo, Team White has Biscuit, and Ash's Antics has the Drunken Dragon.
All right, here they go. We'll see who can manage to maintain that early lead. It seems to be a really key thing to get into that early lead.
That's it, making sure that none of the bouncing and clamming that's going on for second place. It's going to make it interesting coming the later rounds.
Yeah, it is. It very much is. And Johnny Knight taking that early lead, but Biscuit saying no.
Both of them getting caught up there. Ooh, Johnny almost proclaimed the victory, but had the wrong spin. Backspin caught him.
Johnny almost took his spot back, but didn't quite have the good enough spin when he landed, and unfortunately lost a lot of his momentum. It looks like it's allowed both Gen B and Drunken Dragon to pass him. However, Biscuit not paying attention to any of it, maintaining their lead quite beautifully.
Just smashing their way through the course. There is nothing other than go forward. I think they've been watching a lot of you and Hojo's stream there of the old men in trucks.
Yeah, maybe they have. We'll see if they hit anything while trying to pass it, and that'll tell us for sure.
As Gen B is giving hot chase, but Biscuit is almost a corner and a half away. I'm well comfortable to say that Biscuit, I think you have... Ooh, that was even a smooth landing.
They managed to miss that bounce pad, and that actually seemed to help them a little bit because they landed quite smoothly and were able to maintain momentum. Gen B looking like they're having a little bit of difficulty back there, and that's allowing Biscuit to just keep running away with this. I'm not sure what's happened to Drunken Dragon. It looks like they may have come off the track.
There's a very few spots that it can, but it is a possibility. As it looks like you see it here again, Biscuit.
There it is. Congratulations, Biscuit. You took that early lead and never let it go.
One of the benefits of being in that first place position is if you can get enough momentum, you're not banging around. But with no time being wasted, let's move on to round 4 with ASIM for us at the side order. Rocket Blast for Team Hojo Dojo. Congrexes Prime for Ash's Antics, and Snowgraft for Team White.
Alright, let's go. This should be a good race. Got a lot of good racers out there, and I'm sure they all want a piece of that $150 Canadian grand prize. I mean, I sure know I would if I was out there.
Let's see who our 4th semifinalist is going to be. Almost halfway through. With it looking like ASIM has got the early lead, but is it enough to maintain?
ASIM's certainly shooting out to a good lead there. We'll see if they can maintain that lead, because so far we've seen the person who can get that early lead and maintain it has more or less been able to run away with the race.
Getting caught up in that ceiling, a little confidence jump, and that was the demise as Congrexes Prime now moves into first place.
Congrexes Prime takes a smooth pass into first place and goes off into the woods uncontested. ASIM has managed to take second place, and I'm sure will be looking to get that first place back.
All these racers doing this confidence jump, I really don't think they should be doing that in the middle of the race, especially on lap 1.
Well, you want to play it fairly safe on your first lap around this track till you know what you're doing. However, you don't want to be too conservative or you'll end up giving the other racers the win.
That is true. As you see, Congrexes Prime is now moving his way on into the second lap.
However, ASIM less than a second behind, right there on their heels.
This could be anyone's race. As you see, ASIM taking a different line and bounce path.
Yeah, ASIM's right there, not letting Congrexes Prime rest at all, trying to chase them down the track and go to the semifinals. I mean, that's what everybody wants here today.
Nice.
Thus far, it is looking like Congrexes Prime with that nice little bounce might just run away with it.
Snowgraft did give ASIM a little challenge, but ASIM reclaimed. However, I do not believe that that's going to be any concern to Congrexes Prime, as whoa, I spoke too soon. ASIM had to remind him, I'm right here.
As you were saying that, Congrexes Prime took a little bit of a bobble on the track, and ASIM took advantage and is now taking the lead. How about that? ASIM with the lead now. Oh, Congrexes Prime takes it back. Wow, incredible.
right at the very end here, it is down to the wire. Congrexes Prime and ASIM are fighting for this first place with only literal seconds to go before they cross that. Oh, it looks like Snowgraph roll ringed out. Seconds to go before we are going to proclaim our fourth semi-finalist, who it looks like it is Congrexes Prime.
Well, there it is. Congratulations, Congrexes Prime. ASIM ran a heck of a race, but you ran a better one. Congratulations, you're going to the semifinals.
So with that, let's move on to a commercial.
All right, this ad break.
Thank you so much for watching the races. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for being here and for taking a part in the races themselves. I am Hojo, by the way, and I don't know about you, but one of my favorite memories from childhood in the 80s and the 90s was listening to old school radio driving down the road with my parents on our long road trips. We would take them from time to time, and then, eventually we got satellite radio, but satellite radio really is not that affordable anymore, and that's why I offer you at my YouTube channel, completely free of charge, classic radio for all. That's right, I've got comedy classics like McGee and Molly or Jack Benny, and I have crime classics like Dragnet and Gangbusters and many, many, many more, and I can guarantee you're going to find something that you never even knew existed. So if you like old school radio, please come and check me out at YouTube. Type in Hojo Dojo or Retro Radio. I promise I'll be there somewhere. And now back to the races.
Alrighty, let's do this. Let's get down and ready for round 5.
I'm excited, and here we go with round 5. There you see who's up to go, and I am ready for this second half to start.
Somebody is going to be another step closer to $150 Canadian. Let's find out who in 3 seconds.
Of course, we have Team Wipe having Lars, Ash's Antics with Cool Zone, Hojo Dojo with Arcade Pop, and Karma Jolt with Kira H.
And they are off. Timekeeper must have been having a little nap there, or must have been tuning into Hojo.
Yeah, not sure what was going on there. It looked like there was a bit of a delay before the race started. We'll have to talk to the race crew, find out what exactly went on there.
As Kira H and Arcade Pop are fighting for that first place. Arcade Pop lets off the gas a little bit. I don't know if that was a conservative effort to try and save some of that energy for lap 2, or Kira H has just got that much momentum.
Well, Arcade Pop definitely is going to be a contender out here today, or at least you would think so. They have won this whole thing before, and I'm sure he's looking to win it again.
As anyone would be. As Kira H is now taking that corner and slowly kind of bobbling around that corner.
Yeah, I didn't take that in the smoothest manner, and now it didn't really seem to matter, though. They are indeed still in the lead. Didn't take that smoothly either. We're going to see if Arcade Pop can maybe take advantage of that. However, there are... Whoa, Cool Zone!
Cameraman caught Cool Zone airborne there.
Now, they seem to have recovered and got themselves moving again. However, none of this seems to matter as Kira H seems to be moving away with it.
Moving forward at quite a lightning pace. Heading into that big first corner. Lars is, wow, 4 seconds behind. Everyone else is 6 or 7 seconds. So yeah, the time difference is huge with this one. Kira H has got a good lead.
Yeah, heck of a lead there. It keeps, gaining on that lead all the time. That's going to help right there. You've got an interesting battle between the second, third, and fourth place contestants going on back there. But, maybe they should stop fighting amongst themselves and concentrate on catching up to Kira H, who is just walking away with this race.
This is the second lap, and she's been uncontested for this. Whoa, look at that! Jumped so far, it almost jumped through the Timu Smiler.
Almost jumped right through the teeth there. Actually hit one of them. That was a heck of a jump. Not really actually what you want to do. I mean, yes, you want to take a jump there, but you don't want to go so far that you hit something and lose all your momentum.
As you see there, it's now taking the toll and giving more time for the other racers to catch up. It looks like Cool Zone is trying his best to take... Nope. Kira H is going to take that and be our 5th finalist.
Well,
semifinals.
congratulations, Kara H. No one was even close in that one. You just walked away with it like you were all alone out there.
Well, with that being said, though, let's move on to round 6. I'm totally excited for this, for our racers to be able to line up and get ready and see who our 6th round person is.
And of course, this round we have from us at the side order, Country Girl. Team Wipe has John Smokes. Hojo has Gordon Shumway. Hey, I didn't know Elf was in the house. Ash's Antics, and of course has Dixie Normous.
And they are off and down the track. I love that color spread, as it looks like Country Girl and Dixie Normous are fighting for first. Nope.
Oh, looks like Country Girl is taking possession of that first place, and we're going to see if she can hold it. You know, she certainly wants to.
As well, Dixie Normous now sneaks along the inside there. Not a good line for bounce.
Doesn't seem to matter, though, as they're holding on to first place for now.
Oh, Gordon Shumway makes his pass.
Gordon Shumway with a slick move there, making a nice pass. Getting a little bit lost in the woods, though. He is an alien, so you can't expect him to know how to make his way through human woods.
This is a good point. I'd also like to point out that Gordon refused to go into the team colors. Something about masking something. I don't know. It was weird.
Anyway, John Smokes now has taken the lead, and we'll see if anybody can catch up. Of course, this race has been very competitive. A lot of our other races has had someone go into the lead and just be untouchable. This one has had a few changes, like right there.
As Dixie Normous takes the lead, moving their way into the first round, or first lap, now in first place.
Yeah, they're leading after the first lap. However, you can see Gordon Shumway right there, not letting them rest on those laurels or take that lead for granted.
Giving everything they've got for that first place, as everyone wants that $150 Canadian.
Well, it's a long road to get there, but of course that all starts today. Ooh, Dixie taking a bad bounce, and Gordon taking advantage.
Gordon's now moved into first. However, I should point out Dixie Normous is only microseconds behind.
I'm very glad to see Gordon Shumway escape the government.
Things are starting to make sense to me now, as Gordon now takes that leap, almost ringing out, catching the literal edge of the fence. But that allows Dixie Normous to take that first place.
They take it back after those couple of bad bounces, and that is pretty impressive. I don't know what's going on with Country Girl and John Smokes, but they're not having a good day. But Dixie Normous is, because they're moving on to the next round.
So congratulations, Dixie Normous. You are now our 6th semi-finalist.
That's right, you're the 6th semi-finalist, moving on to that sweet semi-final round. Congratulations!
But with no time to be wasted, we must move on to our 7th round, where we have Rogue Effect for Karma Jolt, Honcho for Team Hojo Dojo, Rabid Rob for Team Wipe, and Java for Ash's Antics.
Well, this should be a pretty good race. We've got some people who have appeared before here, and at least one new person, I do believe. So that's excellent.
That is quite good. This is a battle of the legends.
Somewhat. Java and Rabid Rob have done quite well in past races.
As they are up and down the track. I love that color spread. As it looks like Rogue Effect is taken first, but the others are very close behind. This first corner is kind of your determining point.
Rogue Effect taking a good lead so far, though, and we'll see how long they can hold on to it. In some of these races, getting that first place has meant that you just win because you've been able to hold on to it. With nobody in front of you to interfere with you, you're free to run the track however you want, and can pull faster laps than the marbles behind you, who may be getting entangled with the other marbles on the track.
As Rogue Effect takes a little jump there, and I gave Java some time to catch up. However, I don't think it was enough, as Rogue Effect manages to reform his line and maintain that first place.
Where you can see Java right there behind. And there they make the pass, taking them on the outside. We'll see how they come over the jump here. It's actually
fairly well.
Right.
They caught the corner of the Timu Smiler, as Rogue Effect made a good use of that, though, and moves forward.
Yeah, hit that bush in the middle, though, there, and that's not a good thing to do. That slowed them down quite a bit, as did that. However, Java seems to have been passed by Honcho at some point, and here we move into the second lap with Rogue Effect maintaining that lead.
Rogue Effect is racing down and past the Team White Panda.
There you saw Rogue Effect has a 1.5-second lead on the next contender, so the other racers better get in gear if they want to catch up.
Time can be made up, especially coming up to this big jump. However, if Rogue Effect does take this jump smoothly, which it doesn't look like he's taking it, he's taking the sides. You want to try and get down that center line. As Honcho overtakes, I believe. Nope, Rogue, they are fighting for first. That is a first.
Oh, Rogue Effect takes a bad bounce, and Honcho takes advantage.
However, Honcho now taking a bad bounce.
A really bad one, and Rogue Effect trying to take advantage. Honcho getting moving, though, going on a shorter line around the corner and managing to regain the lead. How exciting.
This is right down neck and neck, wire for wire, as now Rogue Effect jumps through, making that clear jump.
Well, they certainly hit that whole thing a lot smoother. We'll see how they do here through the bush planter. Pretty well, actually. That thing has been a weird decider of the races. There is a line to get straight through it, but so few of the marbles seem to actually take it.
It's true, it bounces you around, but it doesn't matter as Rogue Effect is going on to our semifinals.
Well, now Rogue Effect managed to get that lead early on, but the race was back and forth and all over the place, but congratulations to them, and here we go into the next round.
We're getting ready, the contestants are lining up, and in this round we have, for Team Ash's Antics, Reese and DOG. For us at the side order, Stan. Hojo Dojo has Big Easy. And for Team White, they have Falcon Fan 73.
Good luck to all our racers, and here we go with the 7th race, going to determine who is going to be the 7th semifinalist. And where the semifinals start, that's where things really heat up, but the marbles all together in a pack here. Falcon Fan taking that early lead.
That is correct. Falcon Fan is taking that early lead.
Stan and Big Easy seem to be right behind him. There's Stan making the pass. We'll see who can come with a better line through here. And it appears to be Falcon Fan.
Nope.
No! I spoke too soon.
Stan and Big Easy continuing their fight, taking it through the woods. And it looks like Big Easy is holding on to that first place, taking a different route. Don't know if it paid off, as Stan's now giving the shoves.
Wow, Stan giving him a little push. Big Easy not being able to relax at all. The other marbles are right there, and he would definitely like to get some sort of lead here.
Oh, Falcon Fan now making the pass.
Wow, Falcon Fan passing Stan and passing Big Easy to take that first place. That's a pretty good run right there. Falcon Fan's going to cross the finish line at the first lap in first. Got to appreciate that.
Almost a second ahead of Big Easy.
And about 1.5 seconds ahead of Stan, so he's got a little bit of a lead, though not a great one. He should probably get it in gear. There you see Reese and DOG. They look to almost not be moving.
Falcon Fan, though, running away with this. Can he maintain it for the continuation? It seemed like the fight was after from this point on. So can they? It's going to happen again, folks. It looks like Big Easy wants a piece of that pie.
Big Easy right there, not letting him, reminding him that he is there and not letting him run away with it too easily. So you got to appreciate that. I do wonder how far Stan is back there.
As now Falcon fans managed to get that straight line. Ooh, bounce off the teeth.
A bad bounce off the teeth there, however, it actually might have worked out for him in the end.
Oh.
And there's Falcon fan ringing out.
Oh, that was Big
That
Easy.
was Big Easy, sorry, my mistake. Big Easy ringing out.
Stan with the pass right at the last second. Oh my goodness.
Wow, Stan with an incredible pass right at the end of the race, and victory for Stan. Wow, congratulations to Stan.
So congratulations, Stan. You are our 8th semi-finalist to move through. So with all that being said, you guys should know the deal right there. It is, you'll see the team scores, which everyone's tallied as of current. So congratulations to Ash's Antics for moving a little bit further in towards the Creators Cup.
Yeah, congratulations to all our semi-finalists who made the semi-final today. Great job out there on the track. There you see the gallery, all the marbles excited to be here, as are we. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. We sure have had a great time bringing you the monthly marble race as always.
That is correct. Do not forget to tune back in tomorrow as we have the other 32 racers to find out who is going to be a part of our finalists.
That's right. Those other 32 want a piece of that semi-finals so they can move one step closer to that $150 Canadian. And hey, if you'd like to get yourself a team for next month's marble race, you can reach out to us here at the Side Order at our official Discord or at our official email at thesideorder@hotmail.com and reach out to us to get yourself a team or a half a team.
With all that being said, oh, by the way, I should mention to everybody, pricing will be mentioned all in below. With all that being said, though, you guys know the deal, which is tune in tomorrow and take it easy.
Have a good one, all!